Hello everyone, my name is Ernesto Nogueira. I am the CEO and founder of GenexAI, and I'm very excited to present you a demonstration of our platform. What we're going to do today is a small screening process of literature. I'm going to start with abstracts just to showcase some of the features, and then I'm going to do a very small screening of a full text articles just for you to understand the speed and precision of GenexAI. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do in our beautiful interface is to create our knowledge base. In this case, I'm going to talk about some studies about cardiac procedures. It's going to be mitral and tricuspid valve. And then that's what we are going to do now. So let's start and create this research. And then we open it. And we have initially two options. I can start doing an abstract screening, which will search PubMed, or I can go to PDF. Let's simulate the abstract screening. So let's say, for example, in all fields, I'm looking for mitral. I'm going to add. Also tricuspid. I'm going to add that. And concomitant. And let's say I want to look for studies that were created since 2020, and I can add that. So this is our mesh terms. These are our mesh terms, and if we search that, we're gonna see that we found 340 abstracts, and we can download them directly from PubMed. But we're not gonna do this now. We're gonna go to PDF screening, and that's where after you select the full text and you do the screening, let's say we have selected 2 out of those abstracts. So these are the full text. We upload them. Again, I'm gonna do this very small screening just to showcase the features of our platform. And that's where you can see that GenexAI has received those files, but it's also reading and creating the embeddings, which technically speaking will allow us to very quickly ask and obtain any questions that we want from these studies. So they are here in a moment. We're going to be able to start processing them. Very good. So that's it. Let's define our screening criteria. And we can select the predefined questions, which are language, study design, etc. Let's select what is the intervention. We also can select inclusion, exclusion criteria, some informative criteria like just tell me something about this, and some recent and shared questions, because you can share questions with your team. But let's, in terms of inclusion, I want to ensure that adults are considered as patients for these studies. And for the exclusion, I do not want pediatric patients. Should I write child, children, pediatric, young, teenagers, does not matter. Just put children and GenexAI will understand what you mean. We're going to start the screening, and imagine that your teams might be doing this several times a day for several screenings, doing this manually. But now with the power of GenexAI, this can be done automatically, very quickly, very effectively, because this is the only platform that combines the scientific methodology with a very intuitive interface. We do not only want to show results, but as you're gonna see, we provide all the traceability and the explanation of the results. Very good. So these are the results here. All of them were considered, both were considered eligible. We can create the Prisma diagram automatically. Let's export these results. I'm going to export all of them and export as an Excel. So let's take a look into these final results. So if we're open here the Excel, we can see that that is an explanation of a summary of the study, of course, in this case, the eligibility, and the explanation why it was eligible, because it's, in this case, it only describes a 61-year-old female. Why does it say adults not found? That means the word adults were not found, but the GenexAI was able to understand using natural language that this study is talking about adults itself. And of course, we can also, if you want to proceed to chatting with the text that you selected, and you can ask specific questions, which of course I'm gonna leave that to another demonstration, otherwise this is gonna be too long. Thank you very much for your attention and looking forward to seeing you at GenexAI. Thank you.